As a woman, it is important for you to know your blood type. In India, 5 to 10% women have a negative blood type, such as A negative, B negative, O negative, and AB negative. It's time to know more about your blood type. Consult your doctor today. A public health initiative by Bharat Serums and Vaccines Limited and Mankind Pharma Limited.
Hello and welcome to Revsportz. So 2 more matches to go, and the 2 probably the most important matches in the whole tournament, in any tournament, the Eliminator and the final. Well, RCB has qualified as top of the points table, so they straight away go to the final, and Gujarat Giants and Delhi Capitals will be playing the Eliminator. This is the first time in WPL history that Delhi Capitals has not qualified directly to the finals but are going through Eliminator. Maybe that's a good sign or not. We can find out very soon. But record says that the team that has won the Eliminator has gone on to actually win the WPL. What happens? We will be able to tell you on the 5th night. But as of now, let's turn our focus to the 2 teams that have qualified for the Eliminators. And in this video, I'll discuss what has worked for them and what are the areas which are yet to work for them. So let's talk about the first team that qualified for the Eliminators, which is Gujarat Giants. What has worked for Gujarat Giants? I think number 1, the divine intervention. That is Sophie Devine's form with the ball specially. I know what you guys are thinking. With the bat she scored a 95. Yes, with the bat she scored a 95. There's a 50. So yes, with the bat she has done a wonderful job. But with the ball also, she has defended once 6 runs, once 7 runs in the last over, and she has made a match out of it, won 2 of the matches with the ball. Out of the 5 matches that Gujarat won, Sophie Devine has been the player of the match in 2 of those matches. And what the other player that has absolutely worked for Gujarat Giants, but specifically because of her batting, has been Georgia Wareham. So again, Sophie Devine has won 2 of the player of the matches, and then Georgia Wareham has won the 2 for 2 other matches, and Rajeshwari Gaikwad has won for 1. Georgia Wareham's batting has actually worked more than her bowling. And I have thought that Wareham has batted superbly, has used her power well, has actually marked the gaps, played very well, got quick singles going. Overall, Georgia Wareham's batting has absolutely worked for Gujarat Giants. Number 3, I think Ashley Gardner, the batter, has also worked for them superbly well. And other than that, a huge positive for Gujarat Giants will definitely be Anushka Sharma, the young prodigy, young talent that they have backed and has given them pretty much good returns. The experienced spinner, Rajeshwari Gaikwad, though I thought she was not being used properly initially. In fact, she played 1 or 2 of the matches only as a fielder. But once the Vadodara leg happened and she made a comeback, this Rajeshwari Gaikwad has been very different. She has got into her own. She has got into that rhythm, is varying the pace well. The line and length has got better. So overall, Gujarat now has 4 people that they can bank on. 1, Sophie Devine. 2, Georgia Wareham. 3, Ashley Gardner. 4, actually 5. 4, Anushka Sharma, and 5, Rajeshwari Gaikwad. So is everything good, and are the Gujarat Giants coming in as heavy favourites? Well, the truth is there are still a lot of chinks in their armour. For example, their opening batter, their experienced batter, and one of the main core members of the Gujarat Giants team, Beth Mooney, has just 150. Thankfully, Gujarat will be happy knowing that that 150 is against Delhi Capitals in the last game that they played in Vadodara. But Bethmuni's tournament with the bat is yet to really get into that space, and she has scored those 30s, those 25s, runner ball 25s, 30s, but has not really been then able to take it to the 70s, 80s that we know Beth Mooney for, and that at some part has affected her wicket keeping as well. Now, talking about one more important aspect, I do think is the captaincy. Ash Gardner's captaincy has not been on point. The last 2-3 games, I think Beth Mooney, Sophie Devine has been very, very active as captains, or as leaders rather. And that is where, you can see Beth Mooney setting a lot of fields, talking. And Ash Gardner goes back to the boundary line and is almost, it almost feels like she's in her own zone in her head. So I think the captaincy still needs a lot of improvement and a lot of probably talking and managing from Beth Mooney. That's another thing, because I feel Ash Gardner at times is very indecisive as to where to place the fielder. Should she bowl or not? Who should be used? And often or not, Gujarat end up not using their bowlers properly. I think other problem that Gujarat has faced is Renuka, who has always been that bowler who has given a lot of breakthroughs in the power play. Renuka has not been able to do that very well this year so far. One more match to go, could be potential 2 more matches to go. Can Renuka do that? We have to see it. Can Kashvi Gautam do that? Because the new ball bowlers for them have not been that effective, which is an area they need to work on, especially when it comes to, in fact, when it comes to Delhi Capitals, and if they qualify, then when it comes to RCB, because the opening pair of both the teams are pretty power-packed. That does not mean that Delhi has not faltered. By the way, in the group stage, Gujarat Giants has defeated Delhi and is the only team in the WPL history to do a double on Delhi Capitals. Only thing, the over-dependence. The over-dependence on Sophie Devine, the all-rounder, the over-dependence on overseas batters. In an important match like Eliminator, in a knockout match like Eliminator, should not come back to bite them. Now, shifting our focus to the second team that qualified for the Eliminators last night, Delhi Capitals. What has worked for Delhi Capitals? Well, a collective batting effort where not everyone has been successful, not everyone has been a failure. In one match, somebody has raised the hand up. In the other match, somebody else has raised the hand up. So I think that is pretty much how Delhi has worked. Laura Woolward has 2 good innings. Shafali has 1 good innings. Lizelle Lee has 1 very good innings. Jemmy has 2 good innings, and both of them, she ensured that the team went across the line. Chanel Henry has a good innings. Marizane Cap in 2 matches was there for last 2-3 balls and ended the match. Overall, that has been the batting. Nikki and Sneh Rana, that innings, who can forget, But the biggest thing that has worked for them is the amount of wickets that Nandini Sharma has taken at the death and Marizane Cap has taken in the power play. She is, in fact, after the league stage, she has got 7 wickets in the power play, which is the highest so far in WPL 2026 as far as wickets is concerned. And Nandini has got 14 wickets overall. Most of them have come in the second half of the game. And when I say second half, it does not mean second innings. It means after the 10th over, especially in the death overs. Nandini has been superb. The back of the hand, slower ball, I feel has given her a lot more variety, a lot more mystery to her bowling, where batters especially the batters down the order who are there for power hitting are finding it a little difficult to pick her up, and her attacking that stump to stump line. Sri Charni is another one who has, who has improved as a bowler, who has started attacking the stumps and has been very good with the line and the length. Chanel Henry with two specific areas. One is the power play. First one and a half overs, she has been excellent, and then when she comes back, she does have that slower ball as well, which I don't think she has used very effectively. But Delhi's biggest positive in the Vadodara leg, I feel, has been the fact that the Delhi bowlers have moved from a wide off stump bowling to an attacking the stump bowling, which is where they have got a lot more LBWs, they've got a lot more bowls, into the play. If you see, Meg Lanning was LB yesterday, Harleen Dale was LB yesterday. So the more you attack stumps, the more you get these modes of dismissals, and the more it is difficult for batters to actually play their strokes. What has also worked for Delhi, I would say, is the fact that Jemima Rodriguez, the captain, has grown leaps and bounds every single game. For example, bringing Marizanne Kapp in to get Georgia Wall, or at least to try to get Georgia Wall, so that they can break the rib cage of RCB batting, and Marizanne Kapp took the wicket, did that. Yesterday, when Deandra Doughton was the only hope, where they could have taken the score to 150, 160, again, Jemmy got Marizanne Kapp back for that 1 over. She got Doughton's wicket, and a 140, 145, 150 score suddenly came down to 123. I think Delhi bowlers have done much better than Delhi batters. Even though the 4 games that Delhi have won, they have won all the 4 games winning, but they have to thank their bowlers for that. I think Delhi's strongest point is the bowlers. And that gives me a lot of hope, because batters win you matches and bowlers win you tournaments. So maybe this time Delhi finally crosses the line. What has absolutely not worked for them is under pressure. All their batters have played funny strokes. And when I say funny strokes, I don't think there have been too many deliveries. Like one I clearly remember, the Lauren Bell delivery to Laura Woolward. That was a gem of a delivery. And I think 9 out of 10 batters would have got out to that ball. But other than that, if you go back and think, how many times has a Shafali Verma, a Lizelle Lee, a Jemima Rodriguez actually got out to a good ball and not thrown their wicket away? The answer would be very, very few. They have actually given their wicket away, and that is something that DC just cannot afford to do in knockout games. Apart from that, there have been times when I have thought that DC fielders could have done better. So that is one more aspect that DC has to work on. But it mainly has to be Shafali Verma's form, Lizelle Lee's form. Laura Woolward has settled in but not gone on to finish the matches. And the biggest concern is Marizanne Kapp's form with the bat. She was very upset yesterday. She was visibly very upset after she got out. And even after the match, even after Delhi won the match, she was very, very upset about the fact that she's not able to score runs. She has been looking like somebody who doesn't know how to bat well. Let's hope that changes in the next game as well. But this is what I thought worked for GG, worked for DC, and then did not work for GG and did not work for DC. Both the teams have chinks in the armor. Both the teams have their strengths and weaknesses. Who will come out on the top? Remember, GG has done the double on DC for the first time in WPL history. Will it be 3-0 now? Or will DC have the last laugh? Do keep watching, because tomorrow, Snehashish is also joining, and the two of us will be live from, of course, the Kotambi Stadium, Vadodara, and we will have a fun pre and post show. Do join us and do keep watching Revsportz. Like, share, and subscribe. And do take care. Thank you so much.
As a woman, it is important for you to know your blood type. In India, 5 to 10% women have a negative blood type, such as A negative, B negative, O negative, and AB negative. It's time to know more about your blood type. Consult your doctor today. A public health initiative by Bharat Serums and Vaccines Limited and Mankind Pharma Limited.